Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaitana wa farajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil iman wa lakal hamdu bil islam walakal hamdu bil Quran. Amma ba'd. Fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidna ilma. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma faqqihna fid din. Allahumma inna nas'aluka ilman nafi'an wa amalan mutaqabbalan wa rizqan tayyiba. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Allahumma thabbitna indal mauti bila ilaha illallah. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Family 2 Bab Taf'il, inshallah. Hopefully it is going to be our last lesson on that. So let's start where we left off. And I think we were there. So A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So the first example, we are on Bab Taf'il, right? And Wadda'a is the example of Allama, right? Because we see Shadda on the middle root letter. So that is our family 2. And example from Quran, Ma Wadda'aka Rabbuka. So Wadda'aka is the field that we are looking at. So this is how we're gonna say that, anyone?
Ma is ma nafiya. Wadda'a is fellow madin mabni ala fatha. فاعله مستتر تقديره هو. Ka is the maf'ulun bihi. Then we see Rabbu. So Rabbuka is the outside door.
Perfect. Idafa fragment. Good job. So how are we going to translate?
Your Rabb has not left you.
Left you, abandoned you. Very good. And see how beautiful it is. Ma wadda aka. So 2 times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used ka. Right? Even though just one ka was good enough. This ka is Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right? So ma wadda'a rabbuka was good enough. But wadda'aka rabbuka. Right? So your Rabb has not abandoned you. 2 times Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is being mentioned over here. Subhanallah. Okay, and then ma nafiya. Just a little Nahu part over here. I think I cannot live without Nahu when we are doing it. So, Ma Nafiya, if we look at Jumla Ismiya, what happened? Wamallahu ghafilin amma ta'malun. And sometimes Wamallahu bi ghafilin, right? So, this is Jumla Ismiya. And we see that when we have ma, right? This is ma nafiya, wamallahu, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not ghafil. Actually, it should be ghafilan, right?
Yeah.
So because ma nafiya need an ism, which should be rafa, and then ma nafiya also need a khabar, right? Which should be nasab in status, right?
Yes.
What else do the same? Khabar is, yeah. So basically this ma is acting like a kana, right?
Yeah.
So it is going to have ism and it is going to have a khabar. So wamallahu be, and then sometimes for more emphasis ba gonna add, and this is called ba zaida, because it is not giving the meaning of with, rather it is giving the meaning of at all, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not ghafil at all amma ta'malun, whatever you guys do or doing or will do. So now over here we see that this ma is acting out like a kana, right? So it is ma amila over here. Amila mean the one who is acting, right? It is affecting the ism. It is affecting the jumla ismiya, because mubtada remain the mubtada, the word Allah over here, if there is not ma, right? So the word Allah is mubtada basically, and ghafilun, it should be ghafilun, that should be the khabar. But because of ma, the khabar has changed into nasab, right? So this ma is acting, ma amila. But when comes to jumla failure, now we have ma wadda'aka. This wadda'a is jumla failure, right? So when it is this ma come with the jumla failure, it is not going to act. So yeah, in that case we're gonna say ma nafiya ghair amila. Okay, so it is not acting. So its effect, basically we can understand like that or remember like that, that in jumla ismiya it is going to be amila, but in jumla failure it is going to be ghair amila. Okay, so in when we see in jumla failure, we are not going to say, okay, this ma is ma nafiya, where is the ism of ma and where is the khabar of ma. We're gonna just label ma nafiya and we're gonna move on. We're gonna say wadda'a is filun madin, right? And ka is maful, and rabbuka is the outside file of wadda'a. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, so we need to remember that. Okay, now moving on. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. So do we see?
I can try.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. So wow is harfe, I think it's the harfe istinafiya. Yeah, new sentence is started. لقد lam tahqiq, and it is also called lam qasam.
Yeah.
Qad harfe tahqiq.
Whenever lam gonna be with a qad, then basically we can call it lamul qasam, because
lam qasam,
qad is basically
yeah. Yes, sarna fi'l madi fa'iluhu nahnu. Al-Qurani is mudaf ilayhi. Al-Qurana जो है मफूल बिही यसरना, लिज़्ज़िक्री हर्फ जर and majroor, and यसरना al-Qurani is like jawab al-qasam fi महल लहा min al-i'rab. ये पूरा जुमला जो है ना fi महल लहा min al-i'rab. And fasa nuyassiru lil yusra. So fa is waqia fi jawab al-shart.
No, that is different.
That's a different one.
This is a different, different.
So that
I
is
see it.
Yeah, that is different example. Yeah.
So basically, in this sentence, they are saying that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, that we have then we will ease him toward ease, like so जो भी रास्ते पर होगा to be, it will be easier for whoever. The Quran is made easier. Right.
Yeah,
No, the above example, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking qasam over here, oath over here, that no doubt about it, we have made Quran easy as a zikr.
Remember.
for remembrance, for any
Nasiha.
for any way of connecting with Quran is being easy because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said so.
I
Okay,
see.
so
Yeah.
dhikr over here could be anything which is related to Quran.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it could be like when we are doing a recitation of it, or we are memorizing it, or we are learning tafsir of it, or even pondering over that like we are doing right now, or even tajweed, right? So any aspect of Quran, right, basically comes in the category of zikr.
So
And Allah
could it
subhanahu wa
be,
ta'ala is saying we have made it easy for you. Yes.
could it be the Safa, because Al Quran is proper, and Zakri, it's Jar Majroor coming as a complex of Safa.
وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ.
No, because Al-Quran is a
Like
proper.
maful bihi one. But
So,
most of the
but
places
but
are
you are
saying that.
saying that the lizikr is the sifa of Quran?
No, I am just saying, like, could it be?
No, it's not Quranun.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. It's not common.
Al-Quran.
It
It
should.
has to
Not
be
common, but it
nakira.
could be. We can
It is
look
proper.
at as a badal maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
No, not badal. Sorry, hal.
Hal.
Yeah,
Lizikri. Right.
hal is possible because zu hal should be proper. No, but yeah, it should be proper. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, most of the places they are saying it is mutaliqul bil yassarna hai.
Yeah, exactly.
So that
It
is making more
is
sense.
related to fail, right?
Fail,
So we
yeah.
have yes or na, we have made. So this is basically fail and file, right? And
Right.
then Qur'ana is mafulun bihi, right? And then this is our MBF in simple and
Yasarna is
easy
fi'l
one.
madin.
Yeah,
Sorry?
exactly.
Fi'l madin. Yasarna is fi'l madin.
Yeah, it's fail
File
madin.
Yeah,
madin.
exactly.
Fail madin. MBF and this. Okay.
Yeah.
So second one is I think it is the same concept here.
Okay, one thing, since we are on the topic over here, you know, if it was Qur'ana, Quranun or Quran none or whatever, and Liz Zikri, right? Then yes, we can call that Liz Zikri, the sifa of it.
Yeah.
Quran, no, it is
Right?
Quran, so it is
And
mansoob.
who's mic on Ambreen? Okay, I'm gonna make you co-host. Oh, where are you?
I'm right here.
Okay. So now, if Quranun, it is common, and after that we have Jar Majroor, it is being the sifa of it.
Yeah.
If it is proper, if it is proper, right? And we have Jar Majroor. So, you know, it could be the hal. This list could be the hal of Quran.
Because after the proper ism,
yeah, exactly.
it is coming. I see, yeah.
Okay. So if ism is proper, then possibility should go for the hal. So this is Zuhal, right? So the hal and Lizikri is basically the hal of Quran, that it is easy to memorize or whatever, right? And over here, if it is basically common, then it could be the sifa.
Right.
You guys get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yes,
Amreen, you understand?
Yes, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Okay. So now fasanu yassiruhu lil yusra.
So fa जो है, it is a fa वाक़या जवाबुल शर्त है here, and sin जो है सा is harf इस्तक़बाल, Nuyassiru is fi'l mudari, fa'iluhu nahnu, who is maf'ul bihi. Lil yusra is harf jar and majroor, so jar majroor muta'alliqun bil nusayyiru.
Lil yusra, yeah. So this is very good. So soon we are going to make it easy.
Ustaza, if it's coming like Fasanuyasiru, because we don't know what's behind it or what's like, you know, so cannot we just say this is like fa is fa
I think
Fasihah?
did you check that what is before?
Yeah, it is.
वसद्दक़ बिलहुस्ना
Yeah, exactly.
वसद्दक़ बिलहुस्ना तो इसमें कंडीशन सेंटेंस नहीं है
I mean,
वसद्दक़
It's fa Fasihah, right?
when I checked in the Quran hives and stuff, they are saying fi waqiya fi jawab al-shart. We don't know the background. It is coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm
before.
saying. If it's coming separately, that we don't, then we
It is
can.
it is a separate sentence, not like connected to the first one. So it is a different ayah.
No,
And
faswaddaka bil faswaddaka bil husna fasanuyassiruhu lil yusra.
ये
Right?
सूरह लैल है, सूरह लैल की आया नंबर 792 लैल, right?
Yes, Tata, it's a question like we don't know the previous one, so we can label is al-Fuatafa, or we can label, right?
Yeah, you can just leave it or just say ataf if you don't know the background. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Can we call
Yeah.
it fa Fasihah over here or no? Because we don't know what's
Let
behind
me
it.
see Surat Layl.
Surah Lail 92.
We need to check the background before we label it anything, right? So over here, our main idea should be that we are focusing on Nuyassiruhu basically, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So because we are focusing on our bab, right? So just leave that alone, and when we are doing the Nahav, then we can look at all this stuff, right? And that's why how our class take longer, right? Yeah.
So much discussion of everything here.
Yeah. So
I can do the next one.
yes, Sarah, you yassiru, right? And nu yassiru. And so how we gonna say nu yassiru? This is what is the mood of this fi'l mudariya?
Nahnu, it's Nahnu.
Nahnu.
So marfu bidammatul zahira.
Oh yeah.
So we know 5 in our pocket. They are always going to be dammatul zahira in mudariya. What are the 5 ones? Huwa, huwa, hiya, anta, ana, nahnu.
Ana, nahnu.
Right? So let's say we are taking vadda'a, right?
Vadda'a.
So vadda'a. Oh, vadda'a, that is our madi. Yes.
Vadda'a. Oh,
and mudariya will become yuwaddi, right?
Yuwaddi.
So for vadda'a, for madi, we're gonna say marfoon bidamma. Sorry, marfoon bil fatha.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
So this is huwa version is marfu by fatha.
नहीं मबनी अल फतह मबनी अल फतह
Yeah, sorry, fe'l madin. Yeah, fe'l madin mabni ala fatha, right? And for fe'l mudariya, it should be damatu zahira. Marfu with damatu zahira, right? And for here, what would be that? In madi, it would be waddat.
Waddat.
Right?
Waddat.
Wadda. No, sorry, wadda'at. Wadda'at, right? And now over here, what we're gonna call? Mabni
ala sukun.
Mabni ala sukun. Right? And then fa'iluhu mustatir taqdiruhu
yeah.
hiya. And
हाँ हिया
same for Madi, Failuhu,
مستتر and تقديره هو.
Taqdiruhu huwa. Right? That is Madi version.
Yeah.
And now what would be the Mudariya? We need to take another slide.
फेल मुतारिया और फेल मुतारिया मरफू दे तबूत कहा था लास्ट टाइम
Huwa, hiya,
तबूत
anta,
Ana.
ana, and nahnu.
No.
Right? So over here, our Madi is Wadda'a, right? And yuwaddi'u.
Tuwaddi'u. Tuwaddi'u. Tuwaddi'u.
And then here would be
ودعت
Acha.
ودعت
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 Wadda. Sorry.
عت
At.
يودع
Wadda. Wadda'at, right? And what would
Yes.
be the Mudariya?
يودع
يودع
Tuwaddi.
يودع
Tuwaddi'u.
يعو
Tuwaddi'u. Yes. Here, what would be the Anta?
Wadda'ata.
ودعت ودعت
Oh, Wadata. Wadata.
Wadda'ata, right?
Yeah. ودعت
And
Tuwaddi'u.
Tuwaddi'u.
same Tuwaddi'u, right?
ودعوا yeah.
تودع
Okay. Ana would be
أودع
ودعنا
Wadda'atu.
ودعنا
Wadda'atu.
ودع
Wadda'atu.
تو سوري ها نحن
ودعت
Wadda'atu.
ودعت
أودع
Neon, Ain there'll be a fatha, right? Wadda'atu.
تودع
Uddi'u.
Uwaddi'u.
Uddi'u.
And Nahnu would be
ودعنا
Wadda'na.
ودعنا
Wadda'ana.
Wadda'na.
Wadda'na.
Wadda'ana.
Nuwaddi'u.
Nuwaddi'u. Nuwaddi'u.
Yes. Right? So see, all this Mudariya, they are all ending on u sound. Right? So what we're gonna call them? Fe'lun Mudariun.
Marfu'un.
مرفوع
مرفوع
بضمة ظاهرة.
Fe'lun Mudariun marfu'un
Marfu'un
بالضمة
بضمة ظاهرة.
ظاهرة
Yeah. Bidammatuz
ظاهرة.
Zahira. Ala al-akhiri. If you wanna add more. If you are not satisfied yet.
Mudari marfu بالضمة.
Bidammatuz Zahira.
Right?
Right?
الآخر
And then
Al-akhir.
still not done. We're gonna say Fa'iluhu.
Fa'iluhu.
Right?
yeah.
So now Fa'iluhu would be like
Mustatir.
for over here is Mustatir.
Mustatir, yeah.
Waddi'u is Mustatir.
yeah.
Right?
مستتر
فعل مضارع مستتر هو هي
So,
Inside होता है ना, inbuilt.
yeah.
But
हुआ
there is
में है.
One.
so for Anta,
You will say it is Tuwaddi'u. Fa'il.
what
Directly you will
happened?
say Anta, right? Fa'iluhu Anta.
We are doing the right one. I'm confused over here.
फिर युवद्दिउ कर रहे हैं ना.
उस्ताद लास्ट
युवद्दिउ.
टाइम आपने कुछ और कहा था.
Okay.
I know that the marfu بثبوت النون was for the plural.
That is a
That is for the
Huna
plural.
section.
Yeah, that
That was
is
the plural.
This is right.
no,
This is right.
no, but
Fa'iluhu.
Anta
Yeah.
The anta version is not hidden, right?
Yeah, that is
In Mudari.
yeah.
Okay, but sign of its marfu if we are looking at, right?
The sign
So
of marfu.
basically,
Sign is
yeah,
what?
the sign of marfu is basically at the end, right? So these are the signs of marfu.
So we can
Right.
just stop
Because
at the
yeah, then
Sign of-
when noon comes, then this is a different story, right? So then noon is the basically, inshallah, next time I'm gonna put the whole chart, and then we are going to analyze it. So the
sign
whole
of marfu will be in the beginning, right? You, ya, ta, alif, noon.
what?
No.
Sign of Madare.
No, it's always at the end.
No.
Oh,
So sabuti noon or hazfi noon, right? That is when we have noon in the business. Basically, there are three, we can categorize the chart in three. One is all these ending on oo sound, right? Well, like for example, over here, they are all ending with dhamma at the end, right? So then we call them dhammatul zahira at al-akhirah. Then comes noon, right? So then this noon is basically the sign of its being rafa. And then third one comes our hunna and antunna. Okay, and they are always mabni because they are not going to budge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically three things we need to remember in this chart. Inshallah, in next class, I'm gonna put the whole chart, and then it's easier to look at. Okay, so all these five in your pocket, their sign of being marfu is that they have the matul zahira at the end, unless they are not irregular verbs. So we are talking about regular verbs over here. Then our there are going to be some asma. They are going to have noon, right? So the presence of noon, sabuti noon, is a sign of being rafa, and hasfi noon is basically the sign of that it is mansub or mazum, right? And then comes the mabni part. So our hunna and antunna, they are mabni, right? Yeah. So this is how it works. Okay, now where we were. So now swavvara, yuswavviru, and tasviran.
I can do it.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
هو الذي يصوركم في الأرحام. So هو is مبتدا, الذي يصوركم في الأرحام is the خبر. And then we're gonna break it الذي. So الذي is اسم موصولة, and يصوركم في الأرحام is the sila coming as جملة فعلية. And then if we can look at the ayat, then allazi is huwa, and then yusavviru is also huwa. And then we're gonna break the jumla failure. Then yusavviru is failu mudariun marfoon bidammat zahira wala fa'iluhu huwa. And then kum is mafulun bihi. And then arhami is fi is harfu jar, and al-arhami is a majroor coming as the MBF.
Perfect. Wow, like
Very
a
nice.
pro. Subhanallah. Very good. And I'm missing your name, I love.
Amreen.
Amreen, mashallah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, next one. Who wanna give it a try? Bayana.
should I can try?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
كذلك يبين الله لكم آياته لعلكم تعقلون. का हर्फ जर, कज़ालिका इसमें इशारा, मुरक्कब जारी, जार मजरूर, युबय्यिनो फ़िल मुदारे, फ़ालुहु अल्लाह जल्ल जलालहु, आउटसाइड डोर, लकुम ला हर्फ जर, कुम ज़मीर मुखातिब, सेकंड पर्सन, मुरक्कब जारी, मुतालिक भी, युबय्यिनो, आयातिही, आयाती इसमें मंसूब, हु ज़मीर गायब, मुज़क्कर मुफ़रद, मफ़ूल बिही, في महल जर मुदाफ मुदाफ अलैह. ला अल्लाह
لعل لعل حرف نسب أخوات إن this is ضمير and plus ضمير مخاطب لعلكم ضمير مخاطب مذكر جمع اسم لعل مبتدا تعقلون فعل مضارع مرفوع second person مذكر جمع فعله هم جملة فعلية خبر لعلكم.
Very good.
أنتم, right? تعقلون is أنتم.
Yeah.
تعقلون yes أنتم جملة فعلية خبر لعلكم.
So over here the كذلك is MBK مقدم. لعلكم is مبتدا. تعقلون is خبر.
Yes. جملة اسمية خبر لعلكم تعقلون خبر لعلكم.
No, but what about this one? يبين الله لكم آياته. What is that doing here?
That is true.
This is jumla failure,
failure.
right?
جملة فعلية yes.
So this kazalika, this is how we explain the ayat. So this basically kazalika is related to this sentence, not this one. This sentence is by itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically this is the reasoning why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is clarifying all these ayat, right? La'allakum taqilun. So you get akal, right?
जी.
So
Yeah,
this
that's a
sentence
different
is by
bucket.
itself, right?
Yeah.
So this kazalika, if we are saying, basically there should be MBF.
MBF. Yeah.
Yeah, mashallah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else? Next we can move on. Zakka, you Zakki? Anyone?
Yeah, inshallah, I will try Mumtaz here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So that is yeah, she wait. I'm sorry, sorry. So قد is تحقيق حرف تحقيق أفلح فعل ماض فاعله هو من إذا صلة من إذا صلة حرف الصلة
One is اسم موصول.
اسم موصول and زكاها is صلة for اسم موصول.
صلة الموصول جملة فعلية, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I cannot say the nice terminology how mashallah mother sisters are saying. I'm just trying.
Inshallah, you gonna be very soon. You just bored with us, right?
Inshallah.
So, inshallah, you will be good. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is zakka. This is how it should be, right? It's written actually over here. So zakka, and then when it is coming to fail, it should be zakka, yeah. So when this is the case, because the last letter is basically harfu illa, right? So it is not going to show us that it has fatha on it. So what do we say in that case? We're gonna say failun, madin, mabni. Mabni ala ala fat. No, fathatil muqaddara. So mabni ala fathatil muqaddara ala al akhiri. Right? So it's supposed to have
Dhamma.
fatha, but it is not taking. Why? Li tazur. So two things you can explain. Whenever this is a weak letter at the end, so li tazur mean it has uzr, it has excuse. Or you can say lil sakal because of its heaviness. Sakal mean heaviness.
Sakal.
Okay, because it is heavy to say zakaya, right? So it's not easy on pronunciation. So that's why they just don't say it, right? So when we are explaining, we can say that felun madin mabni ala fatha ala al-akhirihi or fathatil muqaddara ala al-akhirihi li ta'zur. So but it is basically not mentioned or not, we are not pronouncing it because of ta'zur, because of excuse, and or you can say because of lithakal, right? Or sakal, sakali, we can say, right?
Ustada, can you repeat that? The feeling.
Okay, I can write it down. Yeah, I know you need to memorize it. Yeah. So next class you can impress everyone.
I'm not that good yet.
You are.
It's fun to learn though.
Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so we were talking about zakah. Okay, so fe'lun madin, and we know fe'lun madin is always mabni, right? So we're gonna say fe'lun madin mabni. Fe'lun madin mabni ala fatha il muqaddara. So muqaddara mean it is supposed to be over there, right? Ala al fathatil muqaddara. فعل ماض مبني على فتحة المقدرة على الآخر if you wanna add, right? And litazur. So but now it is not there. Litazur. Li mean for. Ta'ziri you're gonna say because of an uzr, or you can say lil thaqali.
But Ustaza, this fatha, when you say muqaddara, mabni ala al-muqaddara, that fatha should not be showing. Then we say that, right? But in this case, it is showing that it is there.
No, it is not showing. It is not showing over here. It's not showing. It is showing over here in aflaha, right?
Yeah.
In aflaha, then you're gonna call okay fe'lun madin mabni ala fathatu zahira. Okay, so when it is showing, you're gonna just say fathatu zahira, or if it is not
on that
showing,
it's not showing. Yeah.
muqaddara.
Yeah. On that it's not showing now. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the difference basically.
So for the when it is showing the fatha, we'll just say the fi'l madin mabni ala fatha ala al-akhir.
Fathatu zahira.
Zahira.
That's the zahira, okay.
Zahir hai wo.
Ala al-akhira उसमें भी लिखना है, right?
Yeah, you can say al
You can write.
but li tazur and li sakal only when it is not showing, right?
Not showing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are giving the reasoning why we are saying that this is fathatul muqaddara. Why? Because there is udar, there is sakal over there, so that's why it is not being pronounced.
I see. Irregular verbs.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that was zakka yuzakki tazkiya done. And what would be the ism file from zakka? Zakka yuzakki, yeah.
مزكيا
Ism file, muzakki, muzakkin.
مزكين
It's a weak letter, right?
Yeah, actually it should be muzakki yun, right?
Yeah.
Muzakki yun, but what gonna happen? It is going to be dropped.
Yeah, muzakki.
And what is this ism called?
which one? This one is the same file, you say, right?
We are saying zakka, right? So how we are pronouncing zakka? We are making ism file zakka yuzakki muzakkin.
Tazkiya muzakkiyan.
Yeah. So
can we say mankus?
Mankus or maksur?
Is that alif maksura, right?
Yeah, because no, it should be muzakkiyun over here, right?
Yeah.
Muzakkiyun. So in that case, what we are calling it ism? Mankus, yeah.
Mankus.
Yeah, it should.
Because ya is basically nakis letter, right?
Okay.
So in that case, that kind of ism is called ism mankus.
Okay.
Right? And muzakkin over here would be Rafa version. So even though,
So it's a badal with the tanween, right? I think.
yeah, tanween ba iwaz over
But
here.
you were, yeah,
So
but you were,
we have dropped this ya,
yeah.
right? Because it is nakis, and now it used to have one kasra. We just give as a compensation. Okay, ये एक lollipop ले लो और चुप हो जाओ. तुम्हारा हमने या ले लिया.
Yeah, or yeah, as a compatible kasra, so kasra will come back, right? One extra
It
kasra.
compensate with the yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is what
mm.
happened over here. So now it is muzakkin, and that is the rafa version of it,
Mm.
right? And what would be the nasab version?
Is you then the muzakkar?
Mu zakki
Yan.
Oh,
Yeah,
Muzakkiyan.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Muzakkiyan.
हमने वहीं से लॉलीपॉप दे दिया उसको.
उसको वापस दे दिया. लेकिन जब उसका नसब वर्जन जर वर्जन बनेगा तो वो दोबारा
Muzakkin.
मुज़क्किन.
Same.
सो उस
Oh,
बेचारे के साथ
मुज़क्किन.
यही खेला जा रहे हैं, ले रहे हैं, दे रहे हैं, ले रहे हैं, दे रहे हैं.
मुज़क्किन, okay.
Right? So this is the story of Isam Manqus. That happened with every Isam Manqus, right? So the good example to remember is Qadi, right?
Mm.
And
Qadin.
one more thing we are forgetting. If I put al with that,
Mm.
then it will become a different story again,
Mm.
right? So that would be, if I put al, it would be the
Muzakka.
al muzakki. Now ya will come back.
Mm.
Al muzakki
Yun.
you.
You, sorry.
So this ya is basically coming back.
Mm.
And
Is
then
it because of the al? Is it because of the
yeah,
al? Or...
now basically with al it becomes fully kind of
Oh,
partly
yeah.
flexible, right?
Yeah.
So then al muzakki, and then al with damma with the nasab, al muzakkiya,
Yeah.
right? But I'm not sure that we are going to pronounce this you. For for nasab, we're gonna say muzakkiya because we need to show that this is nasab, right?
Mm.
But when it is rafa, al muzakki, I think we just pronounce. We do not pronounce this u sound, but this ya will come back. Ya will be there.
Mm.
So again,
So
the
in
Rafa.
writing, we're gonna write ya over there.
Yeah,
Because
because it'll be EU now again.
Al-Qadi.
Mm.
So we do not say Al-Qadiyu, right?
Yeah.
But the ya gonna be over there, right? And again, we're gonna say that it is marfu bidammatil muqaddara, right? But this is how we are going to write. So ya will come back because in first place, when it was common, right? We were saying just qadin, right? So we were not writing ya with it. But when we are adding al with it, now ya is coming back. But since e and u sound does not go together, right? So we are not going to pronounce, but we're gonna say that the matil muqaddara over there.
Okay.
And for nasab, al-qadi, al-qadiya,
Yeah.
right? And for jar, al-qadi, al-qadi. So this is basically manqus business. Okay, next one.
And zakaha is zakah is feminine to nafs. That's why it's a feminine ha, zakaha, right?
Yeah, exactly. So this ha is referred to nafs over here. Yeah.
Okay.
And so that is going to be maful, right?
Yeah, the
That
ha
is
is
mafulun bihi.
and the huwa in zakka goes back to man.
Man, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So the man and then zakka has huwa as well. Subhanallah. Okay, next one. Wala yukallimuhumullahu. Sister
Anyone?
Mumtaz, you can
Okay, I
continue.
will try, inshallah.
Yeah, continue.
Wow, harf ataf, la is la nafiya, yukallimu, fi'lu mudarin, marfoon bil damma, al zahira al akhir, fa'iluhu will be huwa, yukallimu, huwa. Whom is attached pronoun is maf'ul bihi. Allahu is the outside door. Yukallimu
Jalala is the outside door.
Yeah. So this is one bucket we can say, like it's a
Yeah,
kalim is the
exactly.
fail.
Yeah, they are together.
Okay. And then again waw harf ataf, la is la nafiya, yanzuru is the fail mudari, fa'iluhu huwa, and we can say again same of fail mudari marfoon bil damma zahir alal akhira fa'iluhu huwa, and ilayhim is sorry idafa ilayhim. المفعول به we can say إليهم إضافة يا مضاف إليه, or we can say مفعول به. No, it's a jar and attached pronoun. jar مجرور. Okay, this is also harf ataf is for the previous sentence موطوف على, but here إليهم I forgot. I'm so sorry. ينظر إليهم, and يوم القيامة يوم القيامة it's مضاف إليه. And again, so this is maful bihi, we are talking about the day, which day. And then wow harf ataf, la nafiya yuzakkihim, fi'lu mudari, fa'iluhu huwa, and attached pronoun is maful bihi. I'm sorry, just please correct me. Is can you hear me? I think
Ustad Adlab, she's back now.
Okay. So here, so again, this is like we can say in multiple sentence for the jumla failure. We can say like wala yukallimullahu, and wala yanzuru ilayhim yawm al-qiyamati wala yuzakkihim.
Oh, okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. I thought we lost Sister Mumtaz, but actually I was not there.
I was just talking and I said,
she did the whole sentence.
so Marine is a witness. Marine, tell me what if I made any mistake. If I make the mistake, please correct me.
I believe both of you, so okay. So wala yanzur ilayhim. So what bab is yanzuru?
It's from Nasara Yansuru.
Yeah. So bab nasara. So
Yeah,
nasara yanzuru. Very good.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wala yukallimuhumullahu. So he is not going to talk. Wala yanzur ilayhim. And he is not going to even look at them. When yawmal qiyamati. Wala yuzakkihim. And he is not going to purify them. Because purification is the basically when after that we are going to enter Jannah, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Right? So over here, basically no hope for the people who are being mentioned over here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not make among them at all. So basically, what is Yawm al-Qiyamah over here?
So
Yes,
so it's like telling about the vein. So it's like a maful. We can say maful bihi, vein and what, right?
Yeah, maful bihi. Yeah. So when basically we say maful fihi. No, listen. Maful fihi is when it is giving us the answer of when this action is a time and place of the action.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Time and place of the action. So now he is not going to look at them, right? So
Yeah.
Yawm al-Qiyamah, we can say like this is the time of, is that referring to the time of the action Yawm al-Qiyamah, on the day of judgment? Yeah,
we
it
can
could be.
it's the day
Yeah.
on judgment. Day on judgment.
When
Yeah.
का
Day
जवाब
of
when
Yeah,
का
it
जवाब
could
दे
be
रहा है
maf'ulun
मुस्तदा?
fihi. Sorry?
Maf'ul fi. Yeah.
Yeah, so it could be maf'ulun fihi over here. Because sometimes, yawma and these words can come, and we are not right away can think, okay, that could be maf'ulun fihi, right? So we need to look that if it is basically telling us the time and place of the action, then yes, it could be maf'ulun fihi. Otherwise, these words can play different role as well. And yawma is always coming as a mudaf, right? So that's why we see qiyamati is the mudaf ilahi of it. So that was easy example.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
And all are the jumla fi'liya and multiple and mawtuf ala to the, in between there is a waw like wala yansuru, it will go to yukallimullah, right? Wala
Yeah.
yukallim.
So all are afals, right? So all are jumlas.
Yeah, till
So they are basically mawtufun ala. Very good. Barakallah. Okay, then we have jalla yujalli, tajliyatan. We say tajalli in Urdu, right? And what would be the ism file out of it?
it's a mujalliyun.
Mujalliyun. And mujallin, right? Same like we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Zakiyun. Yeah.
Zaki.
Oh,
So mujallin.
yeah.
So it will be written like mujallin. Mujallin.
Judge. Fatha.
Yeah.
Mujal.
Okay, so it's gonna go like that. And the whole story gonna repeat. It is ism mankus.
Mankus.
Ustadha, how are we gonna do the i'rab of the yujalli?
Usually?
Hmm.
Yeah, same like we did with yuzakki. So fe'lun, mudari'un, marfu'un, bidammatur, muqaddara.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Ala al-akhirah, yes.
Ala
Litazir or
Lisakal or lita.
Yeah.
Litazir. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then we have one nahari is a jallaha. So over here, one nahari, right? So this kasra is telling us that this is
Qasam.
qasam, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking oath on day. So nahar means day, opposite of layl. And when we have qasam, of course we're gonna have harfu jar, wow, as a qasam, wawul qasam, and then we have muqsam bihi. What is muqsam bihi?
The one on which we take the oath.
जिस पर कसम खाई
The
जाती
oath
है.
first.
Yeah, exactly.
The oath
So
was taken on it.
yeah, what siga is muqsam over here?
Isam maful.
Isam maful, very good, right?
Yeah.
If
Yes.
it is some file, it should be muqsim,
Muqsim. Yeah.
Muqsim, yes.
right? The one who is
Yeah.
taking the oath,
Yeah. Yes.
right? So now the thing that is taken oath on, so muqsam bihi is an-nahari.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing that is taken oath on, and then idha jallaha. So now iza can be zarfiya and shartiya.
Yeah.
Right? What is zarfiya shartiya mean? It can come as a shart, but this is ghair jazim. When it comes as a shart, it is ghair jazim. What does that mean?
Means no jazm, yeah, no. Ghair jazm.
It does not make fail after it majzum.
Majzum.
Right? Because in jumla shartiya, what happened that fail get being made majzum.
It become mazum.
Right? Because shart part and jawabu shart, they are supposed to be majzum. But iza is the one of the harf harf or ism? Iza, when. So this is ism, right? So this is kind of ism which is not going to affect the fail after it. So that is a possibility. But over here we can also take it as a zarfiya, right? Because there is no shart over here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking oath on the day that when jallaha, when it is all bright, right? It is all zahir. We see that when day comes, so whatever our artificial lights we have, they have nothing to do with it, right? No value remain in front of the daylight. Subhanallah, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking oath on that light. One nahari, on that day, is a jallaha, when it is all bright. So iza is zarfiya over here. And what does iza need?
Mudafile.
Mudaf ilayhi. So this whole jumla failya jallaha, right? Fail, file, and ha is mafulun bihi. Right? The whole sentence is coming as a mudaf ilayhi fi mahalli jar, because it is the mudaf ilayhi of iza. Right? Okay, next one. Now I did my job. My turn is over. Now someone else needs to take over.
Reshma Ustada.
Yeah, go ahead, Reshma.
واو अतर या इस्तेफाम में हो सकता है वसाहा फ़िल मादी फ़ाइलुहु फ़िल मादी मरफू फ़िल मादी मबनी अला
फतहतिल फतहतिल मुकद्दरा
मुकद्दरा फ़ाइल
फाइलुहु मुस्ततिर तकदीरुहु हुआ.
फ़ाइल मुस्ततर तकदीर हुआ बिहा साथ उसके बिहा एमबी एमबी यफ ये
MBF.
जुमले फेलिया है जुमले फेलिया है तो एमबीएफ इब्राहिम आउटसाइड टूर जमा बता रहा है बनी ही हुआ याकूब
लेकिन इब्राहिम क्या आउटसाइड डोर यू सेड?
यस उस तरह जमा बता रहा है
या आपकी आवाज
और
थोड़ी
उसके
सी
साथ
क्लियर, सॉरी. हाँ, गुड जी.
उसकी जमा बता रहे हैं आउटसाइड टूर है और बनी ही और याकूबू बनी मफूल हो सकते हैं दोनों भी मफूल भी ही
So बनी
याकूब
बनी इज आप कह रही हैं कि दिस इज मफूल, राइट? So what is
और
the status of बनी over here?
बनी बनीना बनीना है लाइट
Yes.
क्योंकि लाइट है मुदाफ की लाइट की वजह से
So
रफा है
इसका साइन ऑफ बीइंग मंसूब क्या है? What is the
मंसूब ईना बनीना
या
बनू 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 होता है रफा
बनूना,
बनूना बनूना
ठीक
ओके
है.
बनूना होता है
बनूना
रफा
होता है
बनीना
रफा. अच्छा, अगर मैं
और
पूछूं बनूना का रफा होने का साइन क्या है, कैसे आपको पता चल रहा है कि ये रफा है?
वाव
ऊना का साइन उस्ताद
ऊना
वाव,
वाव
ओनली वाव.
Only wow.
क्योंकि नून को तो हम ड्रॉप कर देते हैं जब
Yeah.
लाइट बना रहे होते हैं, तब उसको हम लाइट कर देते हैं, तो फिर हम कैसे उसको पहचानेंगे, राइट? सो बेसिकली द बीइंग मरफू, वो उसका वाव साइन होगा. अब इसी तरह बनीना में मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ, तो उसका नसब
या
होने का साइन क्या होगा? या होगा.
या
और ओके, जर में
और
भी उसका या ही होगा. ठीक है,
ये
उसका
फिर
जर
मुदाफ
होने का,
मुदाफ
तो
इलैहि
बेसिकली ये या साइन जो है वो उसका नसब या जर होने का साइन है. तो बनीना, और फिर यू आर राइट कि नून उसका ड्रॉप किया क्योंकि हम उसको मुदाफ बना रहे हैं, राइट? सो दिस इज बनी ही. ठीक है, मूव ऑन.
और बनी ही हमारा मुदाफ इलैहि फ्रैगमेंट बन रहा है वाह अतफ है याकूब और तुफुन अला बनी ही है याकूब
याकूबू क्या है?
याकूब याकूबा होना चाहिए
हाँ,
पार्शियली
तो वो
फ्लेक्सिबल
क्यों
में।
है याकूबू? हाँ जी,
ये मुझे पता नहीं इसका, मैं आप
देखें
Files.
और
सूरत
करें, अभी पता चल
इब्राहिम
जाएगा।
में।
नहीं, उनको करने
हाँ
दें,
Okay, करने दो, कर.
हाँ करें जरा, आपको अभी पता चल जाएगा, जरा गौर से देखें।
और वसीयत के साथ इसके इब्राहिम ने अपने बेटों को और याकूब,
किस
शायद याकूब अलैहिस्सलाम ने भी किया है। हाँ दोनों,
एग्जैक्टली, दोनों ने
हाँ
किया, तो ये होना चाहिए था इब्राहिमु व याकूबू बनी ही। ठीक है, ये
Right.
बनी ही बाद में भी आ सकता
सुभान
था, लेकिन बनी ही को पहले लाया गया है। वी कैन से कि हाईलाइट करने के लिए कि उन्होंने किसको नसीहत की, अपने बच्चों को नसीहत की, राइट। और याकूब अलैहिस्सलाम बेसिकली मोतूफुन अला
उन्होंने उनको बेटे
Ibrahim.
इब्राहिम है।
Files,
सुभान
Sani.
अल्लाह। यानी याकूब, हाँ याकूब अलैहिस्सलाम का मौसूफ है इब्राहिम अलैहिस्सलाम का। सुभान अल्लाह,
एग्जैक्टली, या
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। फिर आते हैं या बनिया, ये निदा नादी और मुनादी है। या बनैया, इसलिए या हमारा नादी है, बनैया
या हर्फ
मुनादी
निदा है, और बनिया उसका
हरफुन
मुनादी है, और फिर या भी
मुनादी
है
है।
उधर, या
हम्म,
विच इज या
हम्म,
मुतकल्लिम, राइट।
हम्म। मेरे बेटे, या मेरे बेटे, मुदाफ मुदाफ इलैहि, यहाँ से फिर हो जाता है सेंटेंस इन्नल्लाह, जुमले इस्मिया। इन्नल्लाह हमारा मुब्तदा है, और इन्ना हमारा हरफ नस्ब, इसमें जलाला आकर इसका इस्मुहा। इस्तफा लकुमुल दीना, चुन लिया तुम्हारे लिए दीन को, ये इसकी खबर है।
वेरी गुड, माशाल्लाह।
इन्नल्लाह। अब हम लोग आते हैं इस्तफा लकुमुद्दीना को। इस्तफा हमारा फेल मादी फाइलों को चुन लिया उसने, तो हुआ लकुम उन्दी, यफ हो जाएगा अद्दीना मफूल बिही।
या
फला, हाँ फला तो नहीं तुम, तो हम लोग फला को हम लोग इस तरह ले सकते हैं, उसका सारा जवाब राबिता
फला तमूतुन्ना इल्ला
फला
वांतुम।
हाँ फला कर हमारा फेल नाफिया है, क्योंकि तमूतुन्ना में कोई चेंज नहीं है, लाइक नहीं किया गया है, तो ला नाफिया है। तमूतुन्ना तुम हरगिज नहीं मरोगे। तो यहाँ कर
यू
हमारा
डेयर नॉट डाई, तुम
हरगिज नहीं मरोगे,
या
तो नहीं
हरगिज
तुम
हरगिज,
हरगिज मरना
या बिकॉज ये तुन्ना जो है वो नूनू सकीला है यहाँ पे, राइट,
होने सके। हाँ
एम्फेसिस
वो
के
जो
लिए।
हमारा एम्फेसिस
और
वाला लो।
तमू तुन्ना में अब ये तमू तन्ना भी हो सकता है, क्योंकि ये वर्जन भी है, राइट।
क्योंकि
तमू
अंतुम का
तन्ना और
वचन है।
तमू
हाँ
तुन्ना, यस, तो ये तमू
पहले
बता रहा है कि ये अंतुम है, प्लूरल है, राइट।
हाँ
या
अंतुम का वचन। फिर मुदारिया फाइलो को अंतुम, और आकर क्या बोलते हैं इसे, नूने तौकीद नून तौकीद
नूनू सकीला,
फकीला।
सकीला
हम्म
लितोकीद।
हाँ सॉरी, मुझे इतना प्रॉपर इंग्लिश नहीं आता है, तो मैं उर्दू में ही करती हूँ।
या
इल्ला
इट्स
हरफ हसर है, इल्ला हरफ हसर है। व अंतुम व हालिया है। अंतुम अंतुम हमारा मुब्तदा, मुस्लिमोना इसकी खबर है।
गुड गुड, माशाल्लाह। सो फला तमूतुन्ना, अब ये यहाँ पे यहाँ पे नसीहत की है, राइट, उन्होंने, और उन्होंने कहा है कि अल्लाह ताला ने तुम लोगों के लिए दीन को इस दीन को चुना है, राइट।
तो
तो
इस
फला
दफा
तमूतुन्ना, तो अब ये फा जो है ना, यहाँ पे मजीद उसकी तफसीर भी हो सकता है, इसको तफसीरिया भी कह सकते हैं, या आई डोंट नो, वी नीड टू चेक के राब बुक्स इसको क्या कह रही हैं। और ये जस्ट सिंपल हम इसको अतफ भी ले सकते हैं, राइट। तो क्योंकि ये बेसिकली फर्दर उसको एक्सप्लेन कर रही है कि तुम लोगों के लिए दीन जो है ना वो चुन लिया गया है। तो अब क्या है, उसकी मजीद वजाहत हो रही है कि यू डेयर नॉट डाई अनलेस यू आर मुस्लिम, राइट। और तो
Can you
मुस्लिम,
explain it in English, please, what she said in Urdu?
या वी आर गोइंग टू गो थ्रू इंशाल्लाह। Give me 1 minute. Yeah. So you are done, Reshma?
Alhamdulillah, Ustad.
Yeah. So basically, Waswa biha, this is our fail madi, right? So Waswa, this is our fail file. So we have Hua version in it. And when we have Hua version, so we find that Ibrahimu is Rafa in status, right? And then Yaqubu is also Rafa in status, right? So who are giving advice over here? Ibrahim and Yaqub al-Islam. So they advise who? Banihi. They're they're advising his kid. First Ibrahim is mentioned, right? But then Yaqub, we see that it is motufun ala to Ibrahim. Why? Because we see Dhamma over there, and Yaqub al-Islam, his name is coming after Waw, right? So basically this is motufun ala. So Ibrahim and Yaqub, they both advise his kid.
Yeah, it
Banun,
could be
Banina.
it could
Yeah,
be Ibrahimu banihi wa Yaqubu banihi.
yeah, exactly. Right? So they advise their kids, and what they are advising, Ya Baniya, oh my children, Inna Allah, indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is our mubtada. Now khabar is istafa lakumuddina. So istafa mean to choose. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen for you. What did he has chosen? Dina, this deen, this religion for you all. So it is already chosen for you. Now you didn't get any other choice that you should roam here and there looking for other religions. This is done for you. For Bani Adam, this religion is done. Right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already chosen this religion for us. So now what they are saying, Fala tamutunna. So these are the advice of Hazrat Yaqub and Ibrahim to their children. They are saying, Fala tamutunna. So you never ever, you dare not die. Why I'm saying dare not die? Because tamutunna. So mata yamutu, right? And that should be, the regular version should be tamutuna, right? Tamutuna. That should be the regular version. So that is antum. But over here, nunu sakila, if you guys remember that we done in the Nahu classes, that is extra noon for tawqid. And that is giving the meaning of you dare not die. You dare not die illa, unless or until wa antum muslimun, you all are believers, you all are Muslim. So you should die in the state of submission. So wa antum over here is basically jumla haliya, right? And tamutunna has antum, and now we see antum over here as well, right? So this is the hal of this tamutunna over there. So you never die unless you are in the state of submission.
No, Ustada, the la over there, it's not nafia, it's nahiya, right?
Fala tamutunna, you dare not die.
No, it's a Nahia,
La.
Nafia. So
Yeah, it's
Nafia.
like
Nahia होता तो light होना चाहिए. It is Nahia, then it should be in lighter version.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just saying noon sakila aa raha hai na, so I'm just asking about. So
No, this is la nafia.
Nafia. Yeah.
La nafia, right? We can double check.
just as one more question.
Nahia में क्या
Ustad,
होता है?
Ustad,
Order
I
भी
think
होता
this
है.
is la nahiya, like a plural. لا تمت لا تموت لا تموتوا. So from there, wow drop and nun sakila came.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Tamutuna. No, in when we have Nunu Sakila with it, so this is how it's gonna show. I think, okay, I need to double check.
Is
What
there one
ayah,
more question?
what ayah
Yeah.
number is? Can someone check that, please?
Okay.
Anyone knows this ayah? Or we can just put Mata Yamutu and it will come all wherever this verb is used, and then we can go to this ayah. So while we can move on.
Can I ask one
Okay.
question? For Ya
Yeah.
Bunayya, the same Surah Luqman we are reading Ya Bunayya is a Dhamma on the ba. Here's Ya Bunayya. Is it any typo error or any reason for this fatah for ba?
Ya Bunayya.
Because in Surah
Ya
Luqman we read Ya
Bunayya.
Bunayya and here's Ya Bunayya.
Okay, I think it is that is Ya Bunayya. I think that is singular. Over
Oh
here,
yeah, oh my son,
basically,
yeah. Yeah.
so over here it is Banina, right?
Okay.
Banina. I'm the person that I need to write everything down before I explain. I'm very visual person. I cannot just listen to your question and answer. Ya Bani Na. This is how it should be, right? Because it is, I think it is plural.
Plural, that's fine. Okay.
Over there, it is singular.
Okay.
So now over
Jazakallah.
here, because we are making it mudaf, right? So noon is going to be dropped, and then we have this ya. So now we
Ba.
have two yas, right? So ya
Bani.
ba niya.
Okay. Got it.
So this is how
Jazakallah
it's
khair.
becoming, yeah. Okay, moving on. Savva yusavi, and then we have tasviyatan, right? So savva mean to make it perfect or like beautify something, right? So what a beautiful ayah over here, the part of it. Wa nafsin. So Allah again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking oath on nafs, right? I swear by nafs. Whenever we have qasam, basically we say uqsimu bi. What is uqsimu?
I take us.
Uqsimu.
Majhoola.
मैं कसम खाता हूँ
No. Uqsim bihi.
Uqsimu bihi. Aqsama.
Yeah.
Aksama yuksimu. What bab is it?
Aslam.
Aslama.
Aslam.
Aslama, right? So this is not majhul. We are talking about
Yeah.
Yeah.
mudariya. So
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
Mudari.
ana over here.
Anna version, yeah.
We can say uksimu bi. Basically, we should understand that this is basically estimation.
Yes.
This is qadra over there. So whenever we are saying one nafsin, basically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying uksimu bi nafsin or nuksimu, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes whereby in Nahl version, right?
Yes.
So uksimu or nuksimu. So these two words should come to our mind.
That's
Basically that is muqaddara over there. This is mawjood over there. So one nafsin, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying uksimu bi nafsin, I take oath on nafs, right? Wama sawaha. So now this, what kind of ma it could be? If we are taking it as a ma mawsula, right? So ma is ma mawsula. Now sawaha is the sila of it, right? And that is basically one masdar, right? So ma plus sawaha is one bucket. So the soul wa nafsin and ayuksimu bi nafsin wama sawaha, and whatever I perfected in it, right? Can I translate like that?
Yes.
Whatever I perfected,
If we
ha is
Yeah.
the
It.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the nafs.
yeah,
It. Yes.
perfected it or perfected basically in it, right?
Yeah.
Inside the soul,
Yes.
right? So, and ma is like, it is very mubham thing. It's not clear. We have ma, and then we have allazi. Allazi is more particular,
Yeah.
right? Ma is not very particular. Ma is whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
And allazi is the one who, or the which, right? So this is particular and this is mubham. Vama Savaha. So we do not know how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what we know that inside, even within ourselves, what kind of unique systems are running right now.
Mm.
We have no clue about it, subhanallah. Right?
Yeah.
So that is my own, just I was thinking that, okay, Vama Savaha, if we are taking it as a Ma Mosula, so basically that what it is saying. So whatever I have perfected inside you, inside the soul, right? Or it could be, if we are taking it as a Ma Masdariya, because ma can make a masdar as well, ma plus whatever fail is coming after it, they can make a masdar. And if we are taking it as a masdar, so what is the masdar of sawwa? Taswiya,
That's we.
right? So nafs, I uksimu bi nafsin wa taswiyatiha. Why I'm saying taswiyatiha? Because this is motufun ala to nafs, right? So nafs is jar in status, right? So I'm gonna say taswiyati. I wrote somewhere. Yeah, over here. So uksimu bi nafsin wa taswiyatiha. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking oath on our nafs and on its perfection. Subhanallah. Right? So in both ways we can take this ayah. So nafsin over here is ataf aidan, meaning it is also ataf ala shamsi, which was the very first ayah, I think, right? Washamsi wa duhaha, right? So it is saying that this is basically going back to this ashams, and this is majroor. Why it is majroor? Because wawul kasam is making it majroor. Wama is wawul atf, and ma mosula motufun ala nafsin, which is majroor. Or it can be ma masdariya, wahiya wa ma ba'daha fi tawili masdar, meaning it is giving the interpretation of a masdar. Wa masdar muawwal, we can also call masdar muawwal, right? So an masdariya. Why we call an masdariya? Because an, after it whatever fail is there, now together they are masdar, right? You get the idea of why it is named as masdariya, right? Because it is basically creating a masdar. So instead of masdar, we have fail. And what is the benefit of it? Because when we have masdar, and then let's say we have a fail. In masdar is timeless, no time, right?
Mm.
And masdar doesn't have any doer, right?
Yeah.
But when we have fail, we're gonna have file in it, right? We're gonna have a time in it, right? So that's why sometimes, to highlight more, to give it more like a layer of understanding, or more detail, we will see that unmasdariya is used, or masdar muawwal is being made over there, and that is the reason why. So over here,
I thought like an plus mudari is masdar muawwal.
Yeah, an
So
plus.
over here it's sawaha. So it's madi.
So it can be an gonna come with the fail mudaria, but this ma has the ability to make masdar muawwal as well.
Oh.
Okay, so basically, not I don't know if we can call it, but they are calling it masdar muawwal over here, right? Yeah. So basically, that is called ma masdariya. So same idea, ma masdariya. This ma is making whatever fail is coming after it as a masdar, and we can call it as a masdar muawwal as well, because basically it is working like a masdar muawwal.
Can I put something? आप जो
Sorry?
आपने बताया था ना, can I tell you something? कुछ बता सकते हैं
Yeah,
कि
sure.
अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला यहाँ पर तस्वीयतिहा यूज कर सकते थे, लेकिन इसमें क्या है कि ये वाला नहीं होता कि जो हमें सब कुछ, इसमें ये नहीं आ जाता कि हमें सब कुछ पता है, जो भी परफेक्ट है हमें पता है, लेकिन मा सवाहा जब यूज किया तो इसमें कुछ बैलेंस है कि हमें सब कुछ नहीं पता.
Exactly. Yeah, because
सुभान अल्लाह.
inside our system we do not know. कितने सालों से जमाना लगा हुआ है, ये साइंस क्या कहते हैं, साइंस लगी हुई है फाइंड आउट करने के लिए कि how our system is working inside, right? But कहाँ तक हम पहुंच पाए हैं? And they are behind that, they wanna create artificial limbs, right? And they are not even able to create one finger, right?
That's
So,
Allah's
सुभान
finger.
अल्लाह.
yeah, exactly. So this is so beautiful, subhanallah.
Ustada, I checked the Fala Tamutunna, that's actually La Nahiya.
La nahiya?
Yeah, it says في المضارع مجزوم بحذف النون لأنه من الأفعال الخمسة الواو المحذوفة فاعل وأصلها تموتن.
So they have dropped over there, okay.
Yeah, so that is yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, the Nun Saqila came because it was like, the La was the Nahia. And it was like, as Sister Saiza was saying, it's Tamutu, then Noon is dropped. So then, like, when it came, so it became like Tamutun.
Okay, if there is no la, what is the version we have?
But there is no La.
Yeah. So
Okay.
how we are adding noon sakila with it?
I think there were like 3 noons, so 1 noon drop, then noon saqila will be like bishtajdid anyhow.
No, that is basically every time we have 3 noons.
Right.
So that
So
is regular, right?
तो उसको मजूम कैसे बनाएंगे? You have to,
No,
I mean,
that's what I'm thinking, that how the regular version even is the mutunna. That's
Yeah.
why I'm confused. Okay, I need to double check with that, inshallah.
I think that time the la emphasis doesn't have the alif with it, right? Only la tamutunna, not la tamutunna.
No, that is different.
Yeah, that's the
That lies for emphasis. That has nothing to do with how the verb is look like over here. Okay, that is different. But we are talking about that if there is no la nahiya, how it's gonna look like?
Antunna version.
This is antum version. So
Spelling
inshallah.
for both is same. For Mudaria, Antunna, and then Amar Antunna is spelling, sorry, Antum, spelling is same.
Spelling
And
is
then
same.
Tamutunna, yeah, Tamutunna will be same, but here I think the meaning is saying La Tamutunna, not La Tamutunna. La Tamutunna, that's why this is taking us
No,
Nahiya.
I'm talking about spellings, right?
Spelling is same, both places spelling
so,
same.
yeah, so that la, and it is not affecting. So I don't know if it is, they are calling it la nahiya. It making more sense with la nahiya because basically they are forbidding them, right? But I don't know if it is affecting the fail. This is basically, I need to double check with it. because
Yeah.
the regular version gonna be the same as the
Same,
mutunna.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Right, it's very confusing, yeah, because they are saying it is mazzoom, but it's how to make it is.
So I don't know. Then there is, I think, okay, we can inshallah double check. No worries. I will dig out.
Yeah, jazakallah.
Okay, okay. Then Faiza, next one. Faiza sawaituhu wa nafakhtu fihi min ruhi. So now Iza came. Anyone? Hello.
Yeah. So Iza, fa is for that. Iza is again we can say is zarf, zarfi we can say, and then sawaita. So it's
Who?
yeah, sawaitu like ana like
Yeah. So
the
Allah
kalam,
subhanahu
yeah,
wa ta'ala, right?
yeah. Sawaitu is a fellow so sorry. فعل مضارع فاعله أنا
Mudari'a? No.
sorry سويت but also
Sawaitu.
فعل ماضي
Yeah.
yeah to yeah
Then we have schoon
أنا
and ta, right?
سويت
That is
yeah
Madi. Because
ماضي
in
أنا
Madi we have
did
3 different kind of ta, 4 different kind of ta, right?
yeah
One ta is with schoon, which is here.
here
Then
and
we
yeah
have one ta with fatha, which is anta.
أنت
One is with kasra, which is anti.
and
And
then
then,
أنا is with the
yeah, ana, right? And
yeah
after, before this ta, always going to be schoon.
yeah and
Right?
سكون
Not
under
with
yeah
the
yeah
here, not with
yeah
the here, but for the other one, there is going to be schoon before it. So this is basically the sign that this is Madi.
So فعل الماضي فاعله أنا who is it's مفعول به so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala thinks then we will make perfect it like it's a future tense حرف عطف ونفخت again is فعل ماضي no it's noon is
Yeah, nafakha is a part of the root.
نحن
Nun,
نفخت
fa,
yeah
and kha are
yeah
the root letters.
yeah so it's a فعل
Again,
ماضي
two, right? So
but if
again,
you have in
two. So same
future
idea over
yeah
here. Yeah.
it's a mudari right no because we in
No,
the
it's not
future
mudariya. Noon, fa, kha are the root
oh,
letters.
it's no
There is
yeah
two iti and
yeah نفخ
yeah.
okay فعل ماضي and فاعله أنا and فيه is a MBF is a fujar with attached pronoun min ruhi min is again is a harfu jar and ruhi is idafa ruhi mudaf mudaf ilayh and then we will put the our like ruh if we,
Blown
in the below in the
in it,
soul
root.
in the soul yeah
Yeah.
فيه من روحي मतलब yeah from he like from his روحي
Yeah, from his
yeah,
root. Now,
from his
some
root
people just think that, okay, like this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that his ruh he is blowing in it. So basically his ruh over here means that Allah subhanahu, because ruh is created by who?
yeah
Allah
Allah
subhanahu wa
Ta'ala
ta'ala, right?
everything belongs to him yeah
Yeah, so his ruh mean the ruh that he created. Doesn't
yeah
mean that some divine ruh is being blown in someone, right? So that's not the idea, because sometimes people take it as like this. Okay,
yeah
so his ruh, like we say, Baitullah, the house of Allah,
yeah
right? So we are basically like attaching this house because not
it's a
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is living in that house, but this house basically belongs to Allah subhanahu wa
we
ta'ala,
call
right?
nisbat yeah we say like nisbat yeah
Nisbat, yeah. Yeah. Nisbat, yeah.
Ustada Savaitu who this who is come for again who?
Sorry?
naf is oh yeah
Savaitu who the who comes for who?
No.
But
No, it should be ha then. Savvay
yeah.
Faiza, then savvaytu, I perfected it.
It, yeah. So
Yeah.
it could be
Okay.
anything, right?
Okay,
No,
we need to
Adam
look
alayhi
at
salam,
the
Adam alayhi salam.
we need to look at the context. Where is it? Because if it is referring to nafs, right? So then it should be ha. But this is
Ustad,
who?
ये, हाँ, Adam alayhi salam
I
का
think
है.
is reference to Isa alayhi salam.
Faiza savvaytuhu wa nafaktu. Yeah, okay. Then it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, this is the
Yeah. So it is referring to Hazrat Isa alayhi salam.
Possible, Sister Rahat, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that we praised the ruh, the collection of ruh. So from the collection of ruh into Isa alayhi salam.
Yeah, so basically he's saying that Faiza, when Savvaituhu, we perfected him, right? And that is basically referring to Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. Wanafaktu, and I blew, fihi, in him, right? Mirruhi. Now this is the one, that's why I was saying that, because I know that this is being as you reference. So that's
Yeah.
why the Christian think that, okay, he has some divine ruh in him, right?
Yes, you're right.
Because it's a mirruhi. So they are saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that he put his divine ruh in Isa alayhi salam. But actually this ruhi is for, we can say this is for nisba, because the ruh is being created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? So he's saying that the ruh that I have created, I blow in Isa alayhi salam. And this is the case with everyone, right? So every soul, when it comes to in this world, the ruh is being blown in that nafs, right?
Yes, subhanallah.
Yeah,
Yes.
makes sense to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Can we
basically,
just do macro for this last sentence, like how we can say micro or macro, like how we can say like it?
so faiza, when we are taking it as a zarfiya, right?
Okay.
So we need mudaf ilayhi after it,
Oh, okay.
right? So this jumla failure sawaituhu is coming as a mudaf ilayhi. Since it is
Okay.
not showing us, since this is jumla, right? It is not going to show us status jar. So
Yeah.
we're gonna say fi mahalli
Mm-hmm.
jar. Why
Oh,
fi mahalli jar? Because mudaf ilayhi for zarf.
mudafil jar. Yes. Okay.
So this one is done. Then
Okay.
wow came, right? And
Yeah.
this wow, wanafaktu fihi mirruhi. So this whole sentence is one bucket.
Modufala to this one.
Yeah. So this is now motufun ala to sawaituhu, meaning again, then that gonna take the same status. So fi again fi mahalli jar.
Oh, okay.
That would be mudaf ilayhi. But we're not gonna say, okay, mudaf ilayhi number 1, mudaf ilayhi number 2.
Okay.
We
No.
cannot do that. We're gonna say rather that this is motufun ala to previous sentence.
Okay. Jazakallah khair.
Right. Okay.
We are on just one first slide.
We're not gonna finish our first slide ever. Okay, last time we were confused on this yoma. I'm old now and things can skip my mind very easily. Subhanallah. So pray for me that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me the a great memory power. So whatever I learn and it doesn't go off my mind. So yoma is in. So yoma, and basically yoma is in is the murakkab of two things. So yoma plus is, right? But we see that, okay, that why it is not okay. We see that over here we have two kasras over there. So basically, when it again we have this concept learned that this izin is given as a tanween bi iwas. So we are compensating that is over there because it's mudaf ilayhi basically is missing, right? So again we are giving lollipops. So many lollipops in Arabic grammar to give some isms when they are angry on something. So yawma izin is yawma, zarf zama, mansoob bil fatha over here, mutalik bil tuhaddisu, wa huwa badal. Tuhaddisu can be the badal. Min iza, right? So it could be yawma tuhaddisu akhbaraha, but yawma and then izan, which is, right? And then tuhaddisu. So they are saying that this tuhaddisu basically can be the badal of it, because even without it, it is still making sense. Then iza fi qawlihi ta'ala iza zulzilatil ardu. In the beginning, how the surah was starting, we have iza zulzilatil ardu, right? So they are saying that basically over here, this iza tuhaddisu akhbaraha, right? So basically they are saying that it is going back to there as well. So iza zulzilatu, iza damanat, meaning it contains what? Meaning of shart. Wa amil fihi, wa huwa amilun fi mubaddal minhu. So just leave that alone. Wa yawma mudaf, izin is ism. So izin in that case is mabni ala sukun muqaddara. So when we say is, right, so it is always mabni with sukun, right? So mabni ala sukun al muqaddara li ishtighali mahl bitanween. So what it is saying, that it is occupied with tanween iwad over here. So it is not is anymore, it is isn't. It is occupied with tanween, and this tanween is given because it is being mudaf ilayhi. Wa tanween was an jumlatul mahzufa. So they are saying that this tanween is basically because jumla is mahzuf over there. What jumla is mahzuf over there? Basically they are saying it should be yawma is tazalzala, zalzala yuzalzilu, tuzalzilul arda zilzalaha, right? So this is how it should be, the whole sentence. So yawma is tazalzala til ardu zilzalaha wa tukhrijal arda, akhraja yukhriju wa tukhrijul arda asqalaha wa yaqulul insanu malaha. So all the previous ayat. So basically they are saying that this sentence can be the badal of it. Okay. So now tuhaddisu fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bidamma wa fa'iluhu mustatir taqdiruhu hiya ya'udu alal ard. So it is basically tuhaddisu is going back to earth, which is what the previous ayat. Wa maf'ul tuhaddisu awwal, and this is the maf'ul tuhaddis al awwal is mahzuf. So they are saying the first maf'ul is mahzuf, which could be meaning of tuhaddi sunnasa akhbaraha. Tuhaddi sunnasa. So over here an-nasa, they are saying that is mahzuf over here. Yoma is in on that day. What gonna happen? Tuhaddi su insana, right? So insan is going to be like their newses are going to be shown, right? Haddasa yuhaddisu, tuhaddisu.
यानी जमीन जब बयान करेगी इंसान से, इंसान मफूल है, ये बता रहे हैं मुझे।
Yeah, exactly. So इंसान की सारी जो है ना वो रिकॉर्ड जो है वो नशर करेगी, right? So tuhaddis an-nas akhbaraha. So this is basically understood that an-nasa is the maf'ul over there as well, which is implied. So akhbaraha is maf'ul sani over here. So the first maf'ul we are saying an-nas is implied. The second maf'ul is akhbaraha over here. And tuhaddisu is mansub bil fatha. Wa huwa mudaf. Wa ha is mudaf ilayhi. ضمير مبني على سكون في محل جر مضاف إليه. وجملة تحدث لا محل لها من الإعراب لأنه جواب الشرط غير جازم. And إذا is شرطية, and this is meaning as a shart. So basically if we are taking it as a shart, then their i'rab going to be seen as a different way, and if we are taking it as a zarfia, it is different. So this is little advanced. So basically just we can understand over here why it is yawmaizin, and yawmaizin, the scholar says that that is more powerful, okay, as compared to yawma iza, right? So yawmaizin is more emphatic, and this is how it is seen. Okay, I think enough brain juice for today.
More than enough.
Alhamdulillah.
The rest of the ayah, like there is explanation in Arabic, the terminology, so like we can make a summary.
So wa nafsin wa ma sawaha. So over here we are taking it as a masdariya, right? Wa nafsin wallazi sawaha, and the nafs and the which we perfected, right? So taswiyatiha, that is basically what we already did, a little explanation over here as well. We need to expose ourselves with these explanation, inshallah. When we will read, inshallah, it will start making sense to us. If we just make it Hawa, ooh, then we're not gonna ever take that route, right? So we need to start get familiar with this explanation. And even if you get 50%, it will be fine, right? So then few ayat I put over them as well. So I don't know, inshallah, I think this bab is good enough, and inshallah after the breaks, next 2 weeks are breaks, inshallah. So we are going to resume January 6th weekend, and then we can go on our family tree, inshallah.
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 So in your winter breaks, just keep in touch with these example and do maybe little here and there, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Jazakallah khairan.
Waiyak. So with that we can end our session. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quranil Hakim wa nafa'ana wa iyyakum bi ayati wa zikril hakim. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.